I was walking around Sloan's Lake, and at Sloan's Lake there's a hospital, and I was looking at all the people just loving the outdoors, the water, and I was thinking about the water I was drinking. And there's a hospital right by there, and if you ever go around Sloan's Lake, you'll see about 1 in 15 people walking around the lake are 9-month pregnant women. And what they do is when they're in labor but they're not ready to deliver, they'll send them for a lap around Sloan's Lake to induce labor. And so I'm looking at this water and all these children playing, and I'm thinking about the fact that today, people are repeating the story Mother Jones posted in 2014, and that is Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, went all over the world promoting fracking and getting governments to go against their people's wills. And as a person that you know, I'm not going to have a child as a man, but as a woman who's had a child, and that we know that fracking gets into the drinking water and it contaminate, it's especially harmful for babies in utero. It makes me so damn mad that one of the major party candidates that is supposed to be representing the people of this country has been co-opted from day one by the fossil fuel industry. And we actually have a choice for a candidate like Bernie Sanders, who will stand up and has already said, day one, fossil fuel lobbyists will be expelled from the Senate and the Congress. This is your chance as a delegate to go to Philly or to the state and make sure Bernie takes as many delegates as we can get, because we know they're going to try to play some funny math up in Philly. You got me? You feel me? In my pocket, I had this shirt on last week. I have the Deputy Mayor's Office of Baltimore. I was in Baltimore last week to help promote a youth basketball tournament for underprivileged kids in Baltimore for the anniversary of the Freddie Gray assassination by the police. I met DeRay McKesson of Black Lives Matter, who's a mayoral candidate. He may be the first major candidate for a city office to win specifically only through raising money on Twitter. And through his he's phenomenal on Twitter. But I got to interview him, and the funny thing, I was there, and you know, it got to be 12:15. I'm like, am I going to get a no-show on my interview? And I called him, and he says, I'm over in the park across from City Hall. And we walked up to him, and he says, I said, why didn't you come to the front of the steps? And he goes, if I walk over to the front of that Capitol, the police are going to come arrest me because they think I'm going to start another protest. Think about that. A well-respected Black Lives Matter activist who may be the mayor of Baltimore is afraid to walk up to the place where his office might be because he's afraid of being arrested for protesting police brutality and corruption. So if people want to know if it's time to tone it down, it is hell no, it ain't time to tone it down.
Tone down.
Tone down, exactly. I also got to interview Tim Black, who does Tim Black TV. If you follow him on Facebook, he's an awesome dude. And he endorsed me as a Bernie Crap. I'm proud to be a Bernie Crap. I've been running canvases out of my house for Bernie since January. Dan can tell you that. I'm not going to take up a lot more of your time, but we need every person in this delegate count for Bernie. And if I get elected to the legislature, I'm going to take that same independent journalist streak to the legislature, and I promise you I will introduce the most progressive environmental legislation in this state and in any state. Thank you for your time.